and welcome to MOVATI On Demand. My name is Tracy Kelly and I'm going to be putting you through a power and flow today. We're going to really focus on the hips. You're going to need your mat and 2 blocks if you have them. If you don't, that's okay. The idea with the blocks is we're going to get deeper and deeper into each pose that we go through. We're going to start right now in a wide child, and I'm actually going to face towards you for this one. So if you're at home, I want you to come sideways on your mat. Have your big toes touching, knees are really far apart, and then slowly bring yourself down. Now you can have your forehead rested. You can also bring the arms and extend them forward. Remember, the idea right now is just to start to open up the hips. Think about taking in a huge inhale through the belly, and then as you exhale, slowly soften, relax, and release. Again, we're going to use our breath to try to get deeper into each pose. Maybe on your next inhale, think of pressing the hips back just a little bit further. Think of softening around the shoulders. Think of softening and relaxing your jaw. I'm going to take about 3 more breaths here. We're going to have the option to move into a deeper variation of this if we would like to. So if you find this is a little bit tender on the knees, please stay here. I don't want you to get any more knee issues. And if you want to go deeper, we're going to slowly come up onto the elbows. You're going to move your ankles out so they're in the same line as the knees and flex the feet. And this is why I have you sideways, especially if you're on a hard floor. From there, maybe you're able to wiggle the knees out a little bit farther. Make sure the hips are in line, and then again, let yourself lower down. So we're just kind of opening up into the hips. That first little wake up. Be careful that you don't shift too far forward in this. So if you get a chance to peek back there, make sure the hips are pretty close in line with the knees. Give yourself about 5 more breaths. And again, anytime if you want to return back to that wide child, just slowly allow yourself to bring the feet towards one another. Thinking about allowing the pelvic area to soften down towards the mat. Good, 2 more. And this is really this beginning part just to get you to understand and become aware of what we're going to work on today, hips. All right, guys, let's slowly bring ourselves up. Start to point the toes. You're propped up on your elbows, and you might need to wiggle in one knee and then the other. Now, if you're able to today, I want you to have yourself facing sideways. You'll notice I have 1 block on each side, and they're behind. Okay? We're going to turn ourselves and come into our cat-cow. So the hands will come right underneath the shoulders, the fingers are spread. On an inhale, let the belly drop, the bum will lift up. Exhale, curve the spine. Good, 2 more. Inhale, belly lifts. Exhale, curve. And just a few more. Kind of opening up, starting to move that spine. Good, let's take 1 more. Excellent. Allow the hands to go forward slightly. You're going to tuck the toes and press up into downward dog. Now from there, just allow yourself to pedal your feet. We're just still kind of thinking about opening up, warming up the body. This might be the first time in a while that you've come into a stretch into the hamstrings, so just give yourself a moment. Don't worry if the heels don't press down, it's all good. Now let's take this pedal away and think of both heels pressing down, tailbone lifting high up towards the sky, really plugging those shoulder blades down and away from the head. We're going to warm up the shoulders just a little bit more. So on an inhale, bring yourself forward into plank. Press the tailbone up and back, downward dog. Again, inhale forward into plank. Exhale, pressing back. Inhaling forward. Exhale, pressing back. Good. 2 more, please. And last one. Good. From downward dog, you're going to lift that right leg up, lifting that hip square. So making sure not to lift it up, but lifting up the leg, keeping that hip down. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, you're going to pull that knee to your right elbow. Pause. Good. Bring it up. You're going to step that through and come into a nice low lunge. Pause for a moment. Now you're going to keep the feet nice and wide. We're going to come into what's called a wide pyramid. If you need to grab a block, please do so. So we're working on straightening your front leg, but don't worry if it doesn't straighten completely. You'll notice the back heel is not on the floor. Think about pulling the chest forward to the top of the mat. Good. Take one more breath. You're going to bend that leg, step the back foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold and pull in. Elbows flaring out to the side. Make sure the head and the neck is relaxed. Think of the head as just hanging from a rope. Let the knees bend, let the arms dangle, and just slowly roll up vertebra by vertebra. When you get to the top, shoulders roll back. Head is the last thing to come up. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, dive forward. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, step back left leg. Step back right leg. Now you can drop to the knees at any time. We're going to lower down to the belly. Inhale, take a nice little cobra and press back downward dog. Perfectly fine to do what I'm doing. Pressing through the knees, shifting back, and then coming down to dog. Again, take a moment to pedal. Kind of feel that out, see how it's going. Should be feeling a little bit more warm, a little looser. Let's take that shoulder opener again. So both heels working down, tailbone lifting up. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, tailbone up and back. Inhale, forward. Pressing up and back. 3 more, please. Forwards and back. Last 2. Good. Last 1. And then you're going to take your right leg forward. I know I said right leg last time, but let's take right leg forward. Pause for a moment. Good. Straightening that front leg. Think about straightening the back. Again, it's not a big deal if the front leg is bent. Over time it will. Just make sure that the fingertips are right underneath the shoulders. Give me 2 more breaths. Take a big inhale. Bend the front knee. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Hands to heart. So we're going to do that again. Big breath in. Exhale, dive. Inhale, half lift. Bend the knees, step back, push-up position, lowering down to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press back, downward dog. From there, left leg. Let's lift the left leg up. Take a huge inhale. Exhale, pull that knee into the elbow. Pause. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, step it through. You're in that low lunge. Now keep that nice wide pyramid. Working on straightening that front leg. Looking forward. Take a huge inhale. As you exhale, bend the front knee, step the back foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. And hands to heart. So we'll do the knee on the left, right side. Big breath in. Exhale, dive. Inhale, half lift. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Step back. Lowering down to the belly. Inhale, take a nice little cobra. Press back, downward dog. From there, let's lift right leg up. Pause. Again, make sure the hip isn't lifting up. Keep it plugging down. Take a big inhale. Right knee, right elbow. Hold. Pause. Build some strength. On an inhale, bring the leg up. As you exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Pause. Walk the hands back a little bit. You're in that nice wide stance. Breathe. Take a big breath in. Bend the front knee. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Hands to heart. All right, 3 times the charm. Big breath in. Exhale, dive. Inhale, half lift. Coming back into that push-up position. Dropping down if you want to onto the knees. Inhale, cobra. Press back, downward dog. From there, inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Walk the hands back a little bit. Wide pyramid pose. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Take one more big breath in. Bend the front knee. Exhale, step the other foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Hands to heart. Last time, big breath in. Exhale, dive. Inhale, half lift. Bend the knees, step back. Push-up position, option to drop to the knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, press back, downward dog. On an inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge, pause. Walk the hands back a bit. Work that right leg towards straight. Pull the chest forward. Stay for an inhale. Stay for an exhale. Take a big breath in. Bend the front knee. Exhale, step the back foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Hands to heart. Big breath in. Exhale, dive. Inhale, half lift. Let's take that last vinyasa, or just step back to downward dog. If you're in the vinyasa, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Press back, downward dog. Slowly shift to plank. We're going to drop our left knee down. We're coming into a modified side plank. So if you want to kickstand out that bottom foot, it helps with balance. Think about taking the right hand onto the hip. Think about bracing the core, and think about allowing that leg to elevate. Breathe. So if you feel like you have your balance, totally fine to look forward. I'm actually going to look down at my hand and make sure that the hand is right under my shoulder. From there, lift up that right arm, flex your foot. So we're going to get a little bit of strength here into the core. I want you to take your foot, kick it towards me. Woo, almost lost it there. Breathing 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Perfect. Swing that arm, that leg back. Good. Look down to the floor. Take that hand down and then drop that right hip a little bit so they're square. From there, bird dog. Creep up onto the left fingertips and then reach that left arm forward. Breathing and holding 8, 7, 6. Just breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand down, knee down. Find downward dog. Stepping back, hips up. Breathe for a moment. Pedal if you would like to. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. From there, lift your left leg nice and high to the sky. Take a big breath in. You're going to step that left foot into a low lunge. From there, you're going to take your hands over to the right. Walk yourself halfway so your toes are pointing towards me. Make sure the feet are turned in a little bit, and then just pause for a minute. Think of a very long spine. Think of the chin tucking in. If you feel that you would like to go just a little bit deeper, don't push too hard though, because believe me, we're going to be doing this several times. You have all the time in the world. So if the elbows were bent, I want you to straighten them again. Bend the knees a little bit as if you're coming into a squat. Continue to walk your hands over to the right side. Revisit that lunge. Step back, downward dog. Shift forward to plank. Drop your right knee down. Kickstand out that foot if you need that. And make sure that right hand is directly underneath the right shoulder. Coming into a modified side plank. Hand can be on the hip to start with. And then when you feel that you have it, brace your core and lift up that leg. Foot is flexed. If balance is an issue, please continue to look down. Option is to also look forward, okay? If you don't have that left arm up yet, let's go for it if we can. And then swing that left leg towards me. Good, breathing 8, 7, 6, 5, perfect, 4, 3, 2, good, swing that leg back. Left hand comes down, good. Thinking of that bird dog, so make sure that left hip comes down as well. Creep up onto the right fingertips and reach that right arm forward. Grow long, belly strong. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand down, knee down, find downward dog. Take a moment, pedal or hold, big breath in, big breath out. Good. Perfect. Let's drop down to the knees for a moment and feel free to face me. Now if you're a little bit tight, maybe grab a block and sit on it. So we're in what's called Japanese kneeling. From here, we're going to open up our shoulders a little bit. So let's bring the arms out to the side. You're going to bring your right arm under your left and think eagle arms. Now, if the hands don't come together, just give yourself a hug, okay? Think of the shoulders down and away, chin is slightly tucked. Elbows are lifting up just a little bit and moving away from you. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Again, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good, and last one, big breath in. And exhale, let it go. Excellent. Open that up, and we'll switch sides. So bringing the left arm under. Again, option to be in the eagle. If you need to give yourself a hug, please do so. Shoulders down away from the ears, core engaged. Think of the elbows lifting upwards and away from you a bit. Use your inhales. When you inhale, you're going to feel that stretch in the back of the shoulder blades. Good, 2 more breaths. Good, last one. Perfect, and release. Now let's take that right arm up and we'll give ourselves a stretch. So you can opt to stay right here if you want to in a tricep stretch. The other option is coming into cow face. You can always bring that left arm down. The elbow points upwards, thumb down, and bring it behind the back. If they don't touch, don't worry about it. Just spread the fingers. Think about the elbows moving away from one another. Core is engaged, so you don't want to arch the back. Breathing for 4, for 3, last 2. Good, let's open up and switch sides. Left arm comes up and taking that tricep stretch. So in this position, it's perfectly fine for the head to push back into the arm. You just don't want the arm pushing the head forward. Perfectly fine to stay here. The other option is to come into that bottom cow face. Don't worry if the fingertips don't touch. You're still doing great work. Let's breathe in and out. So why are we doing the shoulder work? Because we're going to try to come into a side angle, and we're going to go deeper and deeper. We're going to do 3, maybe even 4 rounds of this. Side angle and triangle. Each time we're going to try to get deeper and deeper, and that's why I have you using these blocks. Good, let's slowly open that up and give a little shake. So I'm going to put this block back. So we're going to go through, as I'd mentioned, 4 rounds of this. The goal each time is to get deeper and deeper. When you find your edge, i.e. when you realize you can't go any deeper, you stay at the level you're at and you just breathe, okay? So I'm going to turn towards the right and I'm going to find my downward dog. Let's make sure the fingers are spread. Take a big breath in and a nice exhale out. On an inhale, let's lift that right leg up. As we exhale, bring that right knee to right elbow. Exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Right knee, left elbow. Exhale. Bring it up. Right knee right to the center of the chest. Pause, take a big breath in. As you exhale, come into that low lunge. Now hold this low lunge. Think about coming up just about 1/3, and I like to call this an airplane hover. So shoulders down away from the ears. Excellent. Just breathe. Now take the back foot, hop it in a little bit until you feel that you're in a warrior 1. Think of the right hip pulling back, left hip pulling forward. And now if you can, reach the arms overhead, still in that half bend over. On an inhale, slowly lift up to warrior 1 and just breathe. Think about spreading the toes. Think about the shoulders down away from the ears. From there, hands to the heart. You're going to turn to your left. Open up warrior 2. Now the alignment here is really important, so don't be afraid to shuffle the foot, right foot over to the left. Make sure you get that heel in line with the arch, facing so that the shoulders and the chest are facing away, arms out to the side. Don't be afraid to take a look again. Make sure the knee is not collapsing in, but it's moving a little bit forward and slightly to that right baby toe. From there, you're going to bend that right arm, coming into our first side angle. It's going to be modified. What's great about the modified side angle, and please still hold and breathe, core is engaged. You can use that as leverage to make sure the knee does not collapse open. Let's lift that left arm up. You can look down, you can look forward, or you can look up. Holding for 4, holding for 3, holding for 2. Now if we have that shoulder mobility, we're going to turn the palm to face our head and then reach that up and over. We're growing from the back left heel to the left middle finger. Again, we're breathing for 4, breathing for 3, breathing for 2. Good. If that arm is extended, lifting it back up, pulling ourselves back up to warrior 2. Straightening that front leg, but keep the knee a little bit soft. Turn the front palm up, have your left hand on your hip, reach forward and then down. So we're going to put it on the shin in this modified position, but notice my knee is bent a bit, okay? Think of spinning the right side of the chest up towards the ceiling. Again, if balance is an issue, look down. If you want a little more challenge, look forward. And if you're really going for it, look up. I am not going to go for it. Good. Let's take that extended triangle if we can. So again, thinking heel to fingers, breathing 4, breathing 3, breathing 2. Good. Slowly find warrior 2 again. Excellent. Hands come down, hold. Find that low lunge again. Take both hands to the left side. Walk yourself halfway down onto the mat. You're in a wide forward fold. Now for this variation, feel free to take the hands onto the calves, ankles, feet, wherever you feel that you have it. Make sure you've got about 60, if not 70% of the weight in the front of the feet, and make sure that the feet are either pointing straight to that edge of the mat or turning inward slightly. Soften around the neck, relax the face. Let's take 2 more breaths. Take a huge inhale. As you exhale, the hands come down. Remember that little demi squat? We're going to squat down a little bit. Continue to walk your hands to the left. You're in that low lunge. Stepping that left leg back, downward dog. Now, in my world, we don't have to vinyasa anymore unless you'd like to. So you can hold downward dog or you can take a vinyasa. Inhale and pressing back. So we all meet in downward dog. On an inhale, left leg lifts up, left knee, left elbow, exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Left knee, right elbow, exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Left knee to chest. Stay for an inhale. As you exhale, come into that low lunge. Breathe. Now, we'll enter into warrior 1 a little different on this side. Baby hop the back foot in till the foot is turned out a little bit. Heel is down. Lift yourself up about 1/3. Notice hands can be on the hips. Come into that airplane position. So I like to call it a jet airplane. Grow long from that heel to the top of the head. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Sweep the arms overhead, palms facing in. On an inhale, rise to warrior one. Breathe. Pull the belly in, shoulders away from the ears. Good. One more breath. From there, hands to the heart. Open up warrior two. Allow your left foot to move over a little bit. Readjust if you need to. Think of the shoulders and the hips pointing away. But again, don't let that knee collapse in. Keep it open. Think of the knee, left knee bending it just a little bit and moving to the left baby toe. Good, let's bend that left arm. Modified side angle. Hand can stay on the hip. If you can bring the right arm, bring it up. Use the leverage of that elbow pressing into that knee to open it up. Think of the tailbone getting heavy and almost tucking under and down towards the floor. 2. Good, let's take that extended arm. Palm turns towards the head. Reach long from the right heel all the way to the fingertips. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Good. Slowly rise to warrior two. Don't let that knee collapse in. Straightening the front leg. Taking right hand onto the hip. Turning the front palm up. Reaching forward and down to triangle. Remember, that knee is soft. Think about spinning the left side of the chest up towards the ceiling. Arm reaches up. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Good. Taking that extended angle. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Good. Arm comes back up. Find warrior two. Take a big breath in. Hands come down. Find that low lunge. Both hands to the right side. Walking slowly to the center. Turning the toes in. This time, let's see if we can take the hands down, almost as if they're going in between our feet. Think of the elbows moving towards one another. Again, shifting the weight so it's a little bit more into the front of the feet. Tailbone lifting, neck is soft. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Good. Hands come forward. Give me that little squat. Start to walk the hands to the right side. When you come into that low lunge, step yourself back, downward dog. Option 2, vinyasa. So if you're taking the vinyasa, and I'm not this time, shift forward to plank, chaturanga or lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Press back, downward dog. Feet can be a little bit closer together if you'd like. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Bring that knee right into the chest. Take a big inhale. Exhale, find that lunge. Warrior prep, ground the back heel. Airplane arms. So remember I said that block. So if you have that block, now's the perfect time to slowly move it. So we're going to move the block to the inside of the foot, okay? Have it not right beside it because we're going to adjust the feet. Find that airplane position. Sweep the arms up. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. So here's your next level. Checking to make sure heels in line with the arch. You've got that block ready to go. We're going to take the hand, level 1, taking it to that modified. Level 2, hand to the inside. You've got it down. Now there's levels for the block. So if you want to go lower, go lower. Taking that arm straight up. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Let's extend that arm. Again, growing long, breathing 4, breathing 3, breathing 2, bringing that up. Now, if you need to come up to your warrior and then triangle, please do so. We're going to try to take the hand onto the hip. I would recommend highest level to start with, straighten the legs, and then make sure that that hand comes right underneath the shoulder. Again, spin the right side of the chest, and then slowly lifting the arm up. Breathing 4, breathing 3, breathing 2. Let's take that extended triangle. Breathing 4, breathing 3, breathing 2. Arm comes up, hand onto the hip. You're going to bend, move the block to the side, slowly find that low lunge, hands to the left. This time you're going to walk all the way to the other side. So you're in a low lunge to your left side. Step that leg back, downward dog, option to vinyasa. Cobra or up dog, press back, downward dog. So we're all together in downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, left knee to the chest. Stay for an inhale. As you exhale, come into that lunge. Get the block close to the inside. Find that warrior prep in that hover position. Arms reach overhead. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, warrior 2. So don't forget, if you want to rest that elbow, please do so. Option, hand comes down to the inside of the foot. Tuck the hips under. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Taking that extended arm. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Hand comes onto the hip. Bring that block up to the highest level if it isn't already. Slowly work that leg towards straight, moving the block back with you. Arm up if you've got it. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Extended triangle. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Slowly bring that up. Bend the knee. Hands down. Step into that lunge. Both hands to the right side. Walk all the way to the other side. Coming into that low lunge. Step back, downward dog. Option to vinyasa. If you're taking the vinyasa, shift forward to plank. Chaturanga or belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Press back, downward dog. From downward dog, inhale, right leg lifts up. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Bringing that knee to the chest, taking a breath, big breath in, and finding that low lunge. Now this time, number 3, block to the outside. Taking that little baby hop, finding that warrior prep. Airplane hover. Slowly, arms overhead. Inhale, warrior 1. Open up, warrior 2. So, remember those levels, okay? First option, elbow resting. Second option, block to the inside. Third option, block, lower if you want to the outside. You're pushing the knee into the arm. Excuse me. From there, bringing the arm up. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Extend that arm. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Taking that arm onto the hip, straightening the leg. Move the block back a bit. Be at the higher level if you want to. Again, arm up if you'd like to. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Option to take that extended angle. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Slowly bending, moving the block to the side. Hands to the left. Walk all the way to the right. Stepping back, downward dog. Option to vinyasa. Inhale to plank. Chaturanga or belly. Cobra or up dog. Press back, downward dog. From downward dog, inhale, left leg lifts up. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Knee to the chest. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, lunge. Find that warrior prep. Block to the outside. Hovering warrior. Sweep the arms overhead. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Readjust the feet. Remember, elbow, hand to the inside, hand to the outside. Holding that side angle, breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Slowly, extended side angle, breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2, hand onto the hip, straightening that front leg. Block moves back so it's under your shoulder. Hand come up, breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2, extended triangle. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Slowly bending the knee, block to the side, hands to the left. Walk to that center position. Excellent, guys. You did it. So you went through a couple of variations, just making that side angle and that triangle pose a little bit deeper. So in this forward fold, if you want to hold on, go for it. Nod the head yes. Turn the head no. Take 2 more breaths. Pull in if you would like to. We are going to revisit what we started with. Wide child, and then that frog position. See if we've opened up our hips a bit. So let's slowly bring the hands forward. Taking the knees down, feet together, knees out to the side, and then lowering down. So maybe if you were on your forearms and resting your head, maybe you're able to get lower. Maybe you're noticing that the hips go back farther. Maybe you're noticing that nothing's really moved too much, but you're feeling a little more open, a little bit more free. Maybe you're noticing the knees feel better this time. You have the option to stay here. You also have the option to come into that deeper variation. So if you'd like to come up onto the hands and knees, ankles out where the knees are, again, lowering down. So I'm noticing, yeah, much better this time. Breathe. Soften the face. Relax the jaw. Whether you're in that wide child or in this frog variation, take 3 more breaths. Huge inhale. Exhale, let it go. 2 more, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. And last one, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Slowly bring yourself up. Bring the feet towards one another. Slowly move those knees towards one another. I want you to give yourself a moment and come down onto the back. Pull the knees into the chest. And then allowing the feet to drop, I should say the knees out to the side, feet together. Let's take one hand onto the belly and one hand onto the heart. On an inhale, feel the belly rise. And on an exhale, feel the belly soften. On an inhale, notice how the hand lifts with the belly. And as you exhale, notice how the hand drops with the belly. Take a moment just to thank yourself for taking this time for yourself. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. Big breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. And last one, big breath in. As you exhale, just allow the hands to come to the outside of the knees. Start to bring the knees towards one another. Shuffle the feet out to the side edges. Just allow yourself to do this nice gentle twist where you're just dropping the knees from side to side. And then the next time your knees drop to the right, I want you to continue to roll to the right side and then slowly allow yourself to come up. So thank you. Thank you very much for taking your time to do yoga with me. I hope you enjoyed your practice, and I look forward to seeing you again another day. Namaste.